chapter 4, section 1, exponents. This is what an exponent would look like, or I'm sorry, a power. This is your exponent. This is your base. The base is a factor, and that means you're going to be multiplying. The exponent tells you how many times to multiply the base to itself. In this case, this is called b to the e power, and together this is a power. Most people think this is the power, but that's actually incorrect. Anytime you see an exponent of 2, this is pronounced squared. Anytime you see an exponent of 3, this is pronounced cubed. Right now, this and this are called exponential form. And a squared means a times a. A cubed means a times a times a. Right now, these are in expanded form. We'll talk more about the terms squared and cubed tomorrow. What we're going to get into right now is writing an exponent. Let's start off with 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. The base that we keep seeing repeated here is 3. So 3 is the base. How many times do you see the base repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4. So then the exponent is 4. This is the answer. Let's try that again. This is the quantity negative 6 times the quantity negative 6. Okay, the factor, or the base that's repeating here, is negative 6. Actually, the quantity negative 6. And so, how many times do you see it repeat? Twice. Now remember, this is the quantity negative 6 squared. That is the answer again. Slide that up. Now we have 5 times 5 times c times c times c. So we have two different factors repeating here. We have 5 and we have a c. How many times do you see the 5 repeating? Twice. How many times do you see the c repeating? 3 times. So this is 5 squared c cubed. Right? And one more of those. The quantity negative 2 times the quantity negative 2 times the quantity negative 2 times a times b times b. So I have 3 different bases here, or 3 different factors. I have the quantity negative 2, I have a, and I have b. My negative 2 repeats 3 times, so that's the quantity negative 2 cubed. I have a showing just once, so I just leave it as a. And I have b twice, so that's squared. So this is the quantity negative 2ab squared. Now we're going to get into simplifying. Powers. So we're going to go back to the first example in section 1, which was 3 to the 4th. So in order to solve this, you're going to take your power that they give you, you're going to expand it, and then you're going to just do multiplication. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. We're going to use that quantity of negative 6. So that means the quantity of negative 6 times the quantity of negative 6. And that is positive 36. We've got 2 more. This one's a little different. This is the negative of 2 to the 4th. This is a little different. This is the negative of 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. I'm going to run out of room here, so I'm going to do this very quickly. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. So it's a negative 16. You'll really need to pay attention to this one up here and this one down here, because clearly there's a difference when you have a parentheses at the beginning with your power and no parentheses in your power. And let's just show you one fraction really quick. The quantity of 1/3 cubed. I'm going to go sideways on this one. So this is the quantity of 1/3 times the quantity of 1/3 times the quantity of 1/3. In short, that's 1 times 1 times 1 over 3 times 3 times 3. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Be careful on this bottom, on the denominators. 3 times 3 is 9, and then 3 times 9 is 27. Alright, and we got one more to go. This is an evaluation. This is where we have to substitute or solve. It's going to be x times the quantity y to the x plus z to the y, all plus x to the y. X is 3, y is 4, z is 2. So you got to do this very carefully. Wherever you see x, you put 3. So that's a 3, that's a 3, and that's a 3. Wherever you see y, you got to put 4, and wherever you see z, you put 2. Order of operations tells you to start in the parentheses. So here we go. 4 times 4 times 4 plus 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 plus 3 to the 4th. Go ahead and multiply. That's 16 times 4, and that's 64. This is 4 and 4. That makes 16. What's the sum of those two terms? 80. Now in order of operations, exponents come before multiplying. So you can't do 3 times 80 yet. You've got to tell me what 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is. That's 9 times 9. That's 81. Now you can multiply these two. 3 times 8 is 24, and 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 81, and that's 321. Alright. I know I went quickly, but the nice thing is you can go back home and pause and replay this as often as you need to help you with your homework. Alright? Bye-bye.